Well, welcome to part two. As you can see, I've got some lovely sage going, and this is California white sage is what we use. It's nice. You can use your own herbs as well. I mean, mugwort's a nice one to use as well for smudging, but do be careful because it's not safe to use if you're pregnant, even in smudging. So this is going nicely, and in here I have got some horsehide in water. Now, some people like to go really and put herbs and things in the water for making drums or rattles. That's a great idea. But just remember, some stuff can dye it. And really, I don't think it's mixing medicines. To me, it takes away something from them. It's saying that it needs something to make it better when it's just beautiful as it is and plain. So, one of the things I forgot to tell you in part one was that you also need a towel and a surface to work on. Okay, so I'm going to get a piece of hide out of here. I'm just going to dry it off a little bit because it's quite, obviously it's quite wet. And do keep this away from your animals when you're soaking it. Health and safety. Fire. Take care. Water. Don't drown. Okay, we don't give out certificates of being a numpty. That's Pete's like phrase for me when I do something really stupid. Gives me a numpty. Okay. Now you're going to lay your piece of hide down. I'm just going to cut this off to make it a bit easier. So you see this off cut. I mean, if I wanted to make rattles, I can make loads of rattles out of this piece. Loads of rattles. I'm just going to cut it here, pop that back in there for now. Now you can see this is a bit too thick here. I'm not going to use that bit. This is just about a lovely size for a rattle, the thickness. So I'm going to try and I'm going to show you three. So you're going to take your whatever size template you want. So you can make a bigger rattle than that if you want, make a smaller one. You can even cut different shapes. You can do shapes like the moon, you can do stars. They're really tricky. It's not so much the sewing and the cutting, it's getting the stuffing in. So you know, round shapes are quite easy. Right, so we're going to place this piece on the hide, and we've got to make sure we're going to get enough where it's not too thick, because we're going to want two, and you're going to have to turn it over so you mirror it. So that feels quite good there. Okay, so this is on the wrong side. Using a pair of closed scissors, I'm just going to score it round. Now it's, you know, it doesn't matter if it goes a bit wonky or a bit lopsided. It's not factory made. It's made with love from your heart. So just make sure you've got something to stop your things flowing away. Thanks, Sally. Okay. Now I'm going to turn that over, and I'm going to mark off another one. Trying as well to minimise any waste. We always save things, you see. Things always come in handy. I'm marking that round again. Don't aim for perfection. We're standing in perfection with the bird's song and the sun. Okay, there's my two heads. And I'm going to cut these out. I'm going to stop them blowing away. I hope you can hear the bird song like we can, because it's so beautiful. You do need really good scissors for this, to cut hide. So you know, it's worth investing in a good pair of sharp scissors. Okay. And I'm going to cut this one. But because I'm going to do it like that, I want to make sure that they're the same. So if you can see, I've just put that on there, and I'm going to cut round that one actually, because it makes it easier to do. So I know that they're going to come together nicely. Okay, so needs just a little tidy up. I can see I've got a little bit ski with here, so I'm just going to tidy it up. Okay, so there we have the two halves of my rattle. Okay, now this is where you've got to punch your holes. Now to punch your holes, you've got to be enough in, but not too close to the edge, because if you go too close to the edge, when you sew it, because you're going to have to sew it very tight, you'll be surprised how tightly I sew it. So you're going to make your first hole about there, okay, and you push down. I'm going to just do a few so you can see how close together they are. Okay, you see that? And what your aim is you're going to go all the way round to the side, to opposite your first hole. And we're going to stop this now, and then we'll go into part 3. Okay.